Hello, improvers. Justin Winstead coming to you here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and I hope it's about to get a little bit better because I want to talk to you about a very important subject. It's related to a question a lot of you have reached out and asked me, and for some of you, this could possibly be the most important video that we've ever done for you. Because as a result of this video, you may actually take a step that could be life-changing. So I'm really pumped up to unpack this and get into it with you. So here we are. The question that we want to answer today is, what is the difference between someone like yourself, Justin, someone who does coaching, life coaching, business coaching, someone who does that versus someone who is a counselor or a therapist? You know, both groups of people, coaches and counselors, they use words and communication to try to help people to be a better version of themselves. And a lot of it's dealing with mental and emotional components. And so how do you know if you should choose one over the other? If you're going to encourage somebody to seek out help, maybe it's not for you, maybe it's for a friend, a family member, a coworker, and you want to say, hey, you need to go and talk with someone. Do you encourage them to go talk with a coach, or do you go encourage them to talk with a counselor? How do you know the difference? How do you know which one is the right one? That's what we're going to discuss today. And part of how I want us to answer that question is by giving an illustration to use as a metaphor. All right. This could probably work for a lot of sports, but I'm an American football guy, so I'm just going to use that. Specifically, I love college football. Go Tigers. And so when you think about a player that's playing the game of football, as it relates to him winning, he's really got several groups of people that's involved, but for our purposes, we're going to talk about two groups. One group is the strength and conditioning coaches, or even just all the other coaches on the team that are maybe relevant to their position, but you've got the coaches portion. And then you have the athletic trainers, potentially physical therapists. You've got other people that are also involved in the physical development of you as a player. And so if you're in the middle of a game and you're trying to score points and trying to win the game, unless you're injured, the main person that you're taking your cues from are the coaches on the sidelines. And in preparation for the game, you've been being taught by your strength and conditioning coaches. They're there to make you stronger. They're there to help you build up your endurance. They're there to make you a better, faster, stronger version of yourself. And then when it's game time, they're giving a third-party point of view of what your actions are on the court, on the field, and they're going to try to help you win. That's the coach's job. Now, on the other hand, if you've torn your ACL or you're dehydrated or you've got muscle cramps, you've got something else going, based on whatever the situation is, you need the athletic trainers, the medical staff, some type of potentially, if it's a bigger thing, a physical therapist to do rehab. You're going to need somebody who is specifically trained to help you to heal, to help you to recover from injury or trauma. And that is a big difference between a coach and a counselor. Counselors, by and large, are going to be more highly trained than a general coach would be, a life coach, a business coach. Some people call them success coaches or improvement coaches. They kind of all fall in one bucket, and typically they're going to have maybe a degree and they're going to have some life experiences, and oftentimes they'll have certifications in a particular program or tool or resource to help you to excel in life. But that's not the same thing as going to college and getting at least a master's, if not a doctorate degree, to help diagnose issues and not just address the symptoms, but also get down to the root cause of whatever the issue is, properly examine your situation and look at what was historical to figure out how they can bring you better in the present. So that's a key component of a counselor versus coach. They're looking a lot of times backwards to see what brought you to where you are, and then how do we make where you are now where it needs to be. Whereas most coaches, they're going to come to where you are right now and say, where are you hoping to be in the future? You're already well, and you're surviving, but how do you thrive? How do you do even more and do even better than what you are? And again, look, I'm using some generalizations here. At the end of the day, some coaches do some therapy in what they do. And at the end of the day, some therapists are going to do some coaching in what they do. So there is some overlap, but I'm just helping you see which way these things lean. And I'm also going to tell you that I'm not approaching this from a highly scholastic, technical point of view. I'm just saying, here is the practical application and the way you can see these two groups of people and how to know if you need either one or both of these to help you achieve your goals and to get where you need to be. So again, a lot of times these therapists are looking backwards and they're figuring out, how do we repair? How do we heal? All right. Whereas a coach is not necessarily looking at repair, they're looking at prepare. How do we prepare to win? They have certain goals to help you overcome more in life, not just survive, but thrive. Okay. And so when we also think about this, a lot of times a therapist or a counselor is there to help you stabilize. You've got something that's drawing you under, that is a negative in your life. It's a point of pain. It's a point of suffering. It's a point of, it's just working against you. And you need to get back to the point where you're back even. I hate to use the word normal, but you're kind of back in that normal, even keel sort of thing. They're trying to stabilize whatever this is that's causing you ongoing suffering, where as a coach wants to take somebody who's already stable and comfortable, and they want to push them out of their comfort zone so that they can achieve more, so that they can have more of their ideals in life. A lot of times the therapist or counselor is going to be helping you improve certain symptoms. You've got some root cause that's causing pain in your life. They're going to help you improve your symptoms, whereas coaches help you improve your skills. So they're both helping you. And sometimes coaches, by improving your skills, improve symptoms in your life. And sometimes therapists, by improving symptoms, improve your skills. It does go hand in hand, but I'm just letting you know which way they tend to lean. And again, if you're a coach or a therapist, don't take any offense at this. I'm just trying to help the average layperson know, who do I need? Because here's the big message. Some of you out there have got things going on in your life that motivation, willpower, discipline, changing your habits, that's just not enough. You've got a severe injury or something traumatic has happened, and you need to seek the advice of a professional. You need to go to a counselor or therapist so that they can help you discover what it is that caused the thing that's going on that you need help with. They can help you diagnose your real issue, the root cause, and alleviate some of those symptoms. And as much as I love what we do in the coaching world, most of us are not equipped to go that deep into a therapeutic healing type of situation. And some of you need that. And look, if you not sure if you need that, there's lots of ways you could go about discerning that. But a few things you could ask yourself: does this pain feel unbearable? Is this a lot of ongoing chronic emotional pain that I'm going through? You could ask yourself if you've considered harming yourself or others. If you've considered harming yourself or others, you need to really seek out help. Do you find yourself consistently and oftentimes depressed? Are you not able to enjoy the things you once were able to enjoy? Do you find it hard just to wake up, just to get going, just to be motivated at all? If you find that just living is sometimes a struggle, then those are signs that you really need to enlist the help of a professional. You need to enlist the help of a licensed and educated, trained counselor or therapist. If, on the other hand, you're overall doing okay and you don't really have ongoing points of pain, but you just know you're not reaching your potential, you know you need a little bit more direction or focus in life, you could use some encouragement, some accountability, you could use some help organizing your thoughts and your actions, that's when you would really want to enlist the help of a coach, a life coach like me, or maybe your business. Again, perhaps your business is really dysfunctional and there's a lot of hurt and resentment and there's some horrible things that have gone on. Maybe your particular organization has experienced some event that caused trauma. You might need to bring in a therapist for your team. You may need a counselor to come in and help with your team issues. On the other hand, if your team is overall healthy, but you just know you're getting by and you could be doing way more than that, you know that with just a little bit of tweaking, you could go from being a good company to a great company, then you can enlist the help of a coach like me. And so that is really what I wanted to talk to you about today. Do you need a coach? Do you need a counselor? Do you need both? I think everybody at different times in their life needs one or the other. I think everybody probably needs a coach in their corner. For me personally, just so you know, I've got both. I've got a counselor, I've got coaches, I've done multiple things in counseling, everything from marriage to things dealing with being a parent to being a leader, business. There are counselors that can help you in all those areas. But then I also have coaches, people who help me with skills like communication, skills like social media, skills like networking. I've had people that have just helped me develop these skills so that I can win and improve in life. So if there's anything that I can do to help you, reach out to me. But other than that, you guys stay good and keep getting better. See you on the next video.